Namaskar. Apologies for the slight delayed start. You can still see that my video isn't quite right. We are having some technical difficulties. We've tried to fix it to the best of our capability. Let's welcome Sumit Peer, and we are going to talk about some new developments in Pakistan, in the Middle East, as well as what is happening in Telangana. So let's welcome Sumit Peer. Sumit ji, Ram Ram, kaise hain aap?
Ram Ram, Namaskar, Pranam, Vanakkam, all good, sir. All God's grace, aapka Ashirwad hai. Ji.
So sometimes I trick you into, speaking in Hindi on an English show just to see how alert you are, because I am not fully alert yet, as you can clearly see. The interesting developments here, what you say comes back to haunt you. It is called as 5 letters, karma, and it can also be, karma can also be another 5 letters. So I think that's what seems to be happening with Mr. Akbaruddin Owaisi. By the way, I have read somewhere that the Owaisis are actually Brahmins a few generations ago.
Correct.
So it's very, very sad that these people don't want to recognize what their purvaj were. Worse, you make all these stupid threats like 15 minutes, ask the police to stay away. What can you do, man? What will you do? Akbaruddin, tere ko bol raha hu main. Kya kar lega bhai tu? Back to you.
Shri sir, in the name of Bhagavan Shri Ganesha, let's do the Shri Ganeshas of today's broadcast. 3 things which you rightly pointed out, sir, which we are going to talk about. One is this Telangana developments, which are important. And there are some associated developments in it, in Telangana only. We'll talk about them. Then we'll go to what is happening in the Middle East, which is going on the predicted lines. Then we'll go to what we have seen in Pakistan. So these are the 3 things that we are going to talk in our English broadcast today. The first and the most important thing is now we have seen a very unprecedented move, a very unwarranted move, a move which was not required at all, a move which talks about blatant appeasement, a move which is to please a lot of people, and a move which is to possibly reward the Muslim community for voting for Congress. Because the Karnataka model was again when the JDS cadre got dismantled and all the JDS vote bank moved to Congress, and that was the Karnataka model. Exactly the same model which we have been talking on PGurus seemed to have worked here. And now how do you pay back? How do you kind of acknowledge that support? Now today we saw that Akbaruddin Owaisi has been made as a pro tem speaker. Pro tem speaker, for the sake of viewers, is a interim speaker. By the time the new government is not formed, the speaker is not chosen. By that time, you need somebody as a pro tem speaker who will conduct the proceedings of the House. My question here is, Congress, you have absolute majority. Why do you choose a person who has said कि 15 minute police हटा दो, for 15 minutes you remove the police and हम हिंदुओं को मजा चखा देंगे. 15% 85% पे भारी. That 15% can handle 85%, will eliminate these Hindus. This is what Akbaruddin Owaisi had said. Now, how come, and what is the compulsion of the Congress that you have to find of all the MLAs you have, all the majority you have, all the people you have chosen Akbaruddin Owaisi as the pro tem speaker? That is question number 1. Question number 2, which is very important, you have been always saying that Owaisi is the B team of BJP. So how come the member from B team of the BJP is chosen as the pro tem speaker? This doesn't add. Either this is wrong or that is wrong. Either you are wrong on the both ways. And third thing, which I think is the reason, that because Muslims voted for you, because of Muslims, you have been able to dismantle Mr. Rao. Unfortunately, he had an accident also, sir. He broke his hip bone. I think there's a surgery done and the bone is fixed. Now we wish him all the recovery. So you have dismantled BRS with the help of Muslim vote. So are you paying the Muslims back by having a pro tem speaker like Owaisi? There'll be there'll be a few other Muslim MLAs. If you wanted to even do that, you could have chosen one of them. But why Owaisi? After all these things, what he has spoken, and let me take you back. There are a couple of things which have happened very recently, sir. The first and the important thing is just 2 or 3 days back, again same Akbaruddin Owaisi. Again same Akbaruddin Owaisi has been questioning about which is the place of birth of Bhagavan Shri Ram. Is it Ayodhya or is it Haryana? There's a video which is viral on the internet. Is it, he said, according to him, Though what you rightly said, they are all converted Brahmins. So he seems to understand Sanatan Dharma more than the Shastris and all of us. He says Bhagwan Shri Ram was born in Haryana. So if he was born in Haryana, how come Ayodhya is the birthplace of Bhagwan Shri Ram? Now, Owaisi ji, do we need to learn Sanatan Dharma from you, sir? आपसे सीखेंगे क्या? मतलब आप सिखाएंगे हमें? मतलब, do we need to come to you and learn Sanatan Dharma? Do you need to teach a 1 lakh year old civilization what is taught and what are the beliefs of a 1400-year-old civilization? Do you want to teach us the earth religion? What is how the man religion is more dominant? And let me teach you, Mr. Owaisi. In Sanatan Dharma, there is something called a tarkic mind. Tarkic means a logical mind. And there's an adhyatmic mind. Adhyatmic mind means which goes beyond logic and which is directly connected with the God. So these things are of earth religion. Earth religion is directly connected to the adhyatma. It is beyond the logics of the power of processing of a tarkic mind, which I simply want to say a logical mind. So kindly keep your teachings and your revelations and your intellect and your wisdom to yourself. Be concerned about your religion. Whatever is in your religion, that is your business. Whatever is in our religion, that is our business. So kindly do not try to educate Hindus and tell us where Bhagwan Shri Ram was born. We exactly know where he was born. And let me also tell you, OCG, 22nd of January in coming month, there is going to be a Rajabhishek. I don't call it Sthapna, I call it the Rajabhishek of Bhagwan Shri Ram. And 24th, there's going to be another event. 7 eminent intellectuals have been invited for this. And there was a time when 30 Congress MPs wrote a chitti to United States. Bhaiya Modi ji ko visa mat do. Don't give visa to Mr. Modi. Today, as per my sources, 55 countries have already confirmed that they will be joining this Rajabhishek of Bhagwan Shri Ram, right? On 22nd and 24th. I don't know when it is 22nd or 24th when the foreign dignitaries are supposed to be there. So they have confirmed that. So now from 30 MPs to 55 countries confirming, and more are queuing up. I am seeing a big geopolitical development which is happening in the name of Bhagwan Shri Ram. And now Owaisi ji has woken up and telling you that he was not born in Ayodhya, he was born in Haryana. If he was not born in Ayodhya and Haryana, why didn't you say in the Supreme Court? Why didn't you say in your lawsuit? Why didn't you contest there? Again, you are trying to divide Hindus. Now, incidentally, there is a very there's a very dichotomy of things here. Dekhiye, people who are doing Rom are now doing Ram. Right? So, and the people who said Bhagwan Shri Ram is a Kalpanic character, is an imaginary character, have got together with another party who says Bhagwan Shri Ram was not born in Ayodhya. So, and incidentally, there is one more similarity we see. Now, the infamous or the famous North-South divide, which Congress has been trying to project, is exactly projected by Pakistan ISPR gang, including the lipstick nail polish jihad brigade. They're exactly, how come all these people have the same toolkit? How come all these people are exactly towing the same line? Why is it always whatever Congress says ends up as Muslim appeasement? Why is it always whatever Congress says, Pakistan is exactly saying the same thing? Ye chakkar kya hai? Ye rishta kya kehlata hai? I always ask this, ye rishta kya kehlata hai? And out of all the MLAs you have, with all the majority of, why Owaisi? Now, this is what you call miscarriage of democracy, miscarriage of win what you have got. Now, if you want to thank the Muslim community, there might be 101 ways. Why Owaisi? Are you sending a message to them? Look, this is what, when the Congress will get power, this is what you are going to get. So, people who have voted for Congress in Telangana, well, this is what you voted for. You didn't want to vote for BRS. You had options in your mind. You had options available on the table, but you voted for Congress. This is how Congress pays you back. So if this is what you voted for, this is what you have got. And if this is not what you voted for, it's time for you to raise your hue and cry and say, this is not what we voted for. She said you were making a point.
Yes. Sorry, my video is still not very good. Something is wrong. I don't know what it will be. I'll fix it later. My question or my observation I always give unasked for advice. My advice to MIM, thinking of being a B team for other parties may be actually not worth now. You need to think about plan B. Your plan A was KCR, or I don't know, some people say you have plan A was also to be a shadow friend of BJP. Right now, what Congress is doing is they are also hugging you with one hand and they are also sticking it to you with the other hand. So your decision, what you want to do. I mean, first of all, ask yourself, the Owaisi brothers, what have you done for your community? Islam Khatre mein doesn't cut it, boss. How many times I have said this thing, that people from your community who are voting for you, you don't even give 1 paisa. Congress gives 10,000, sometimes they give 20,000. On top of that, a chicken, bottle of biryani, packet of biryani, bottle of local hooch. You can't do it. You don't want to go do that. Congress will take your vote bank. I'm telling you. You need to find where you are going to go. I also told you, start Telangana Premier League. 2-3 team aap bhi kharid lo. Then you can also make some money. You didn't do that. Arey, kya baat hai bhai? Anyway, so I have real fears for the future of MIM. The way they are now stuck, and Congress is essentially boxed them, completely boxed them. Na idhar ja sakte, na udhar ja sakte. So dekhte hain kya hote hai. I just wanted to air that thought ke MIM needs some soul searching right now. Back to you, Sumit ji.
Sir, you see, every private limited company has a tenure. Every product has a product life cycle which is follows. So it is like this, and it stagnates and it declines. So let the MIM contemplate, are they here or are they already going down here? In my opinion, they are going down here because they are no longer the force to reckon with. They are not a force to important, which is important at all. Even in Hyderabad, if you talk of Gosha Mahal, Tiger Raja Singh won from your heartland, your own Mohalla he won. Now, incidentally, Tiger Raja Singh has decided that he will not go and be sworn in or by a traitor, as per him, quote unquote. He says Owaisi Jr. is a traitor. That is what Tiger Raja Singh has to say. I will not go. He has boycotted the swearing in ceremony.
And I don't know. Sirji, isse pehle bhi isne kiya hai ek baar. He has done this thing once before also. Go ahead, sir.
So I don't know what is the position of other Congress MLAs. Are they going in? Are they not going in? That is a call they want to take. Now, exactly it brings us to the discussion, sir, what we discussed last time, that majority of the people are seeing Congress anti-Hindu. And when they keep on doing these stunts after stunt, and this is what even Acharya Pramod Krishnan was talking on our TV debates. Look, you are seen anti-Hindu. These are the things which make you anti-Hindu. Revant Reddy ji, you are doing your, swearing in with all the Pandits and Purohit and all, which is very welcome. As a Hindu, you should do it. But when it comes to your Rajniti, you want to have Akbaruddin Owaisi as a pro tem speaker. And now Raja Singh is again hit the headlines. Raja Singh is everywhere. People are taking his statements. Now, with all these developments happening, sir, there are 2 or 3 important developments which are in this context. I want to bring them to your notice. Look, Ayodhya is going to be the third pole of geopolitics, which is for sure. 24th and 22nd January, we're going to have a Bhavya Samaro, it is sure. Ayodhya is into thousands of acres and 9,000 crores or more is invested. Shri Ayodhya, it is sure. We even don't know the grandeur it will have, but it is going to be mesmerizing. Ayodhya is going to be the #1 tourist attraction of the world. That I can give in writing today with my blood. So with all these things happening, what I'm fearing, people have sinister minds and with sinister designs, have some plans in mind. Today, IDF has issued an advisory telling that all Hamas, Hezbollah, and some similar cadres have infiltrated Europe, Southeast Asian countries, and some other countries in the disguise of tourists or something. So there might be some major lone wolf attacks and all which might happen across the world, because these cadres, when they went out, they said, okay, now they can't fight Jews and Israel in Gaza, so let's go out and create trouble. So, and incidentally in Afghanistan, 23 to 33 terrorist organizations are now operating. This is the reality of our life. There are sleeper cells which are active everywhere in the world. And what is happening in India? Today, NIA raided in Maharashtra and in, I think, Telangana only. And Maharashtra and one more state, I can't remember. It just slipped my mind. Sorry. Maharashtra and Karnataka, sorry. They have done 44 raids. And you know what was happening, sir? ISIS was trying to regroup. The person who was kind of arrested earlier with having links to ISIS, when he was given a 3 years jail term and he was set free, he again tried to regroup the ISIS. He declared his village as a part of Caliphate. Now, have these sleeper cells infiltrated India? These 44 raids which happened, and good work, fantastic work by AA, and great compliments to even Karnataka police and the Maharashtra police for getting it done. And the raids are still going on. A lot of documents, a lot of weapons, a lot of very incriminating evidence has been received. Let's not forget, 2024 to 2048 is a very, very tricky period. And in 2024, there's going to be a major election. And in that major election, a lot of powers in the world do not want Prime Minister Modi to come up, which includes People's Republic of China. So Red Jihad has been prevalent, it has been prevailing. Now, if you see these people, along with the local gangsters and with the patronage of some supporters, have been trying to create a lot of ruckus here. In last episode of PGurus, somebody asked me, in 2024 election, one of our brothers asked me, sir, what is the problem? Is it a political or a geopolitical? I told him the problem can be a geopolitical problem, not a political problem. Now, with the sleeper cell alert, with the raids of NIA and a lot of incriminating evidence and documents, the raids are still going on 44 places. A lot of people have been arrested. As this is the details what we have right now. With all these happening, and even there are indications of sleeper cells being here and there. Will they be activated? Are they planning something big before January 22nd or 24th? That is yet to be seen. Do they want Prime Minister Modi to look weak and meek? Do they want Hindus to look, vulnerable? What exactly is the plan? We don't know, but the NIA is doing the job. Thank God we have Prime Minister Modi, we have Amit Shah, we have NIA, we have UAP, and still we need a Patriot Act. That is my personal belief. We need a nationwide STF, we need a nationwide ATS, which will have a national jurisdiction. Now, these things are happening in the background, sir. Now, correlated what IDF has told us today, and correlate the raids which are happening here, and correlate what is happening in Telangana, and we have this biggest samaro or biggest event of the Hindu Dharma, Sanatan Dharma, happening after 500 years of struggle in the next month. And immediately after that, there is the election. So there are people who are rattled, there are people who have heartburns, and there are people who are now desperate. They want to go to any extent to cause trouble, and there are foreign powers and agencies which will help them to cause this trouble. So we are going through a very, very tricky phase because the NIA raids happening and the revelations which are in the open media, which I can talk about. There are some revelations which are not. I cannot talk about them. It is mind-boggling. Within a day or two, sir, you will come to know when they hit the media. You will come to know what are the revelations which have come up. So I am worried. I am concerned because people are up to something crazy. And I hope and pray that our law enforcement agencies and Lord Mahakal will be on our side and will be able to prevent them. So that is the first part. So this incident should not be seen as in isolation. This incident has its tentacles everywhere. It's the 8 legs of the octopus. If you want to visualize the octopus, visualize his 8 legs also. Octopus has one head, but 8 legs. And remember, we are fighting an ideology. It's not about PIFI, ISIS, ISIS-K, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, Jamaat-e-Islami, whatever you want to call them, or Hizbul Mujahideen, Harkatul Mujahideen, ABC Jihad, DEF Jihad. Again, they are the legs of the octopus where the mission and the objective is one. 2024 to 2028, 2024 year to action year, 2023 year to action year, PFI by 2047, convert the whole of India into an Islamic nation, PFI charter. Hezbollah charter, I want to eliminate all the Jews from the world. Hezbollah deputy chief, what did he tell us? After Jews, Christians, then Hindus are on the target because you supported Israel. So when you look at all these things and when you look at these advisories coming from IDF, it can be all interlinked. It is possibly interlinked, but I think we are ahead in the game. We are doing what we need to do, but we all need to be vigilant because the biggest utsav or the event in the Sanatan Dharma in last 1,000 years, where we register our triumph, is coming next month. And the enemies and the people who are inimical to India's interest will not let it pass so easily. But we are kind of vigilant. Let's hope and pray. Now, I'll rest this topic here. Let's go to the next topic because we are also to look at the clock. I could talk more on this, but clock is sacrosanct. The second thing is, that today we have come to know that there was, which everybody knows, that in United States, there was a resolution moved in the United Nations wherein it was an immediate veto. It was an immediate veto for where they wanted an immediate veto, where they wanted an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. Because you know why? After tunnels are being flooded, there are videos, Sachinji can show them. There are videos when these Hamas cadre has moved out of the tunnels and these jihadis are only wearing a chaddi and doing a march pass, literally in the underwear, because they don't want to die in those tunnels. The tunnel jihad is ending. The tunnels are getting flooded. These jihadis are coming out like tunnel rats. And all this, whatever word will do this, will cut your head, will disable, will disable you, will do this, will rape your woman, will do all the crap they've been talking. They have been literally walking like tunnel rats. I can send Sachinji's a video when he gets a chance. He can show it. These tunnel rats are getting out. Now, what is happening when these tunnel rats are getting out? The people in the Gaza, they are getting worried. They are getting worried ki bhai, what will happen here? Just give me a second. I have this.
No, I have an announcement to make. You go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah. So viewers, about update on the Sengol. Because of holiday rush, the clearance is taking a little bit of time, but I've got confirmation that it's almost out of the customs in US, and it will be coming to me very, very soon. I don't have the date yet. It says it's on the way. This has been the case for 2 days. I've been trying to wait because I thought I want something definitive to tell all our viewers who have patiently waited for this. It's just a Christmas rush, and it's taking a little bit longer to clear through the procedure. Everything is fine. It's just that sometimes things take a little longer, and Christmas traffic, families are always sending presents to each other. So, but as soon as I find it, I will be putting it out on tweet, and the next available video, I'll give you an update. Okay, bhai, this is all being shipped now. So just stay tuned. We are just days away from starting that. Back to you, Sumit.
Okay, so this is the file I've sent to Sachinji. Will show maybe there's some issue with the file. Otherwise, I'll resend it. Now, these all people are coming out, and this is Khan Yunis. What is Khan Yunis? Khan Yunis is the epicenter of, Hamas, where they were all, when Fauda, all the series were shot, they were always showing this Khan Yunis, refugee camp, where these all, what is his name, Khalid Mashels and all, this is where they used to operate from. This is where Al-Shaf Hospital and all is. So these people are being paraded, humiliated, and these tunnel rats are literally running for cover. Now, Iran knows that this facade will be soon broken. Iran, what has happened after US has vetoed that, look, there will be no immediate ceasefire, because the ceasefire means these jihadis can still be in tunnels, these jihadis can regroup, these jihadis do not flood the tunnels, do not kill them, do not arrest them, do not do what you are supposed to do with them, Israel, because they will regroup again and they will again come and rape your woman, they will again slaughter your children. That is what Iran wants. It's as simple as plain. Now, as United States of America vetoed that ceasefire, Iranian foreign minister is on air and is publicly threatening UN and US of dire consequences and multiple explosions in Middle East, in a way saying that will burn the Middle East so that the ripples will be seen across the whole world. Now, yesterday night or day before yesterday night, 2 or 3 drone attacks from Houthis were intercepted by US air carriers. 2 or 3 days back, I think since last 24, more than 10 bases in Iraq have been attacked in last 24 hours. I don't know, 10 or 11, if my memory serves me right. They've been attacked by Iranian supported groups. These drones are being intercepted. So with all these things happening, now the foreign minister of Iran is literally, sir, threatening the world with dire consequences. In Middle East, there will be so many explosions, there will be such things that United States and the world will see the ripple effect. I have been warning you, I have been talking to you about this. There is a lot of undercurrents which are going in the Middle East. So we don't cover Middle East in all the episodes, but I've been trying to warn you, don't think that things have stabilized. Now we have the foreign minister himself coming and warning us. Now, Sree Sir wanted to make a point. Ji.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell viewers that, see, what happens in the United States is the public starts forming an opinion about a particular action. And then the public in turn calls their congressmen, congresswomen, and senators saying that, yes, we want to do this thing. And then once that happens, the senators and the congressmen, women, they are confident that whatever they act on will be supported by the people. Today, what is happening is a retired general has already said that if Houthis put out one more rocket on US ships, then US is going to retaliate back at Houthis. So far, all US has done is they have taken this thing, they have neutralized all these missiles. US has not taken retaliatory action. Now, the groundswell of opinion is forming that we have to retaliate. We cannot wait to, let it, because they are also taking over some commercial tankers and commercial ships also, right? So this is
Correct.
not going to go very far, number one. Number two, 3 college presidents, MIT, Harvard, and UPenn, all 3 I'm giving you today. They are all going, gone. Sunday, UPenn's board is meeting. Most likely Sunday, UPenn president is gone. She was having a smirk on her face when she was answering. It doesn't look good on international video when you are answering with a smirk, and these things have consequences. So there is a consequential attack back, and not attack, I would say consequential response to what these people did or did not do, and you will see that now the other side is beginning to stand up, and they are trying to hit back in the same way that these people understand. So wokeism is under threat in the United States. This is the clearest indication that if Trump is somehow not allowed to, I mean, if somehow he's stopped from contesting, it's going to be very, very difficult for the Democrats to stop the Republicans from coming back. And this time, the Republicans also will be retaliating much, much harsher than what has happened before. Nancy Pelosi, had hoti hai, Sumit ji. She impeached him twice. One impeachment, nothing happened. Why do you want to waste taxpayer money and go and impeach him again? These are all people who have no end of their inflated ego. That's all I can say. Anyway, so this is what is happening now. The US popular opinion is beginning to turn towards a decisive action. So I would also want Iran to be heedful of that. Heed it. So no, understand. Your empty threats might turn into action on the other way. Back to you.
And Sree sir, I mean, thanks for bringing this valued perspectives. Now, if you look at the Iran, it is surrounded by American bases, literally surrounded by American bases. There must be around 25 of them around Iran. So I don't know what Iran is capable of, what it can do. But even last night, there was again a very, very big missile attack on Tel Aviv. And then they have used there's something, if my memory serves me right, it's an M10 missile. M10 missile is an advanced missile. They were trying to target, I'm telling you on the public broadcast, they were trying to target aircraft, a civilian aircraft which was landing on an Israel airport, Tel Aviv airport. They were trying to target that. The missile missed that. I am warning them. If the missile would have hit this, by this time the Iran would be literally in pain. Will be literally in pain, and even in the South Lebanon, the offensive started. Now, Mr. Iran Foreign Minister, if you think you can get away with this, you are unfortunately wrong. Right? To Iran looks Houthis and proxies to escalate fight with Israel. Now what Sree sir told is a very, very important thing. Now, so far, US has been only trying to stop them. Right? Now, the public opinions go after them. Now, with all these undercurrents, which I have been talking to you again and again, there are a lot of things brewing up. And let me tell you another thing I can confirm in 2 days. There is one big movement which has happened in South China Sea. So there's some big military deployments happening in South China Sea as we talk. But let's confirm that in 2 days, how exactly the things look like. So
the video is ready. The video is ready.
Ye wala dekh le.
This is Iran help plan launch attacks by Houthis on Israel. Red Sea ship, says US. So again, see, the hand of Iran is becoming amply clear.
Very clear.
Yeah.
Very clear. Sachin ji, if the video is that ready about that tunnel wala, we can.
There we go.
Here we go.
Looks like they've been arrested by the Israelis.
Sir, they are these Hamas terrorists. When the tunnels have been flooded, now they have only two options: either to die inside the water or to come out. When they are coming out, but they are coming out like this. They are not fighting. Iran knows this is the Hamas fighters who are hiding in the tunnels. You have seen jihadis and chaddi. These are jihadis and underwears. They are the people who are threatening the whole world. They are the people who are going to do 𝗤𝙑𝙬 Hind, 𝗤𝙑𝙬 Israel, 𝗤𝙑𝙬 England, 𝗤𝙑𝙬 America, 𝗤𝙑𝙬 Dunya. These are the people who are going to fight the world and bring down the world. And you just seen, some of them don't even have this underwear on them. They're literally naked. So these people have, and let me tell you, they have chosen not to fight Israelis. They have chosen not to fight IDF. They have just come out and they're just like this. This is what the water is doing. This is what the idea of flooding tunnels is doing. Now Iran knows it's a matter of time. All game is over in Gaza. Kuch nahi hai wahan pe, right? These all will, whoever is in the tunnels will either die or come out. So now they are trying to do this bluff. Don't do see. They again. What is the ceasefire oriented? Ceasefire is oriented to save these terrorists who were hiding in tunnels, these tunnel rats, these tunnel jihadis who were hiding in tunnels. You wanted to protect them, right? You want to protect them, Mr. Iran, right? Now, no worries who are asking help of Pakistan. What Pakistanis will run away first, let me tell you. Pakistanis are very good in running away. Pakistan is the only country which has done the biggest surrender in the world of military. 93,000 troops surrendering is the most humiliating surrender on planet Earth. What can Pakistanis help you? They can't help you anything. If you pay them something, then they can help you with something. Without paisa, kuch nahi karte. So with these humiliations are hitting and this facade of Islamic terror being dismantled, what they are trying to do? Hamas leaders brave Pakistanis to help so they can force Israelis to retreat from them. Brave Pakistanis. Arey bhaiya. Have you not seen Pakistanis? And Hamas, did you forget? General 𝗣𝗚𝘅 on the insistence of then King of Jordan killed 30,000 Palestinians. Remember? They killed 30,000 Palestinians. General 𝗣𝗚𝘅 Pakistani, real Pakistani. Pakistan only works for money. You give the money, they'll do. If you have no money, no honey. Pakistan, they are in the business of jihad. You should know. Now your fighters are like rats. They are jihadis in, that day we saw them wearing those bulletproof jackets, those green color ka patta, those Kalashnikovs, rifle, macho men, raping women. Are you only good at raping women? Are you only good at beheading children? Are you only good at abducting 90-year-old women and the woman on the wheelchair? Now you are all life dreaming of eliminating Jews. Now the Jews are on your doorstep. Now, have you seen such a humiliation? You are all a facade of imagination. That is what I call you. You are all a facade of imagination. Now, this is what is happening there. Now, let's see what Iran will do. But I am sure something big is going to happen in Middle East, sir. And something is going to happen on the sea. What I have been predicting, there will be implications, ramifications on the economy, on employment, on jobs. A lot of things will get impacted. We all have to get ready because it's not going to die down, as I have predicted, right? 30,000, 93,000 troops. Yes, Neeruji. Most humiliating surrender on planet Earth. Now let's go to the Pakistan. Now Pakistan always have been Pakistan defeats Israel in a day. Now, if Pakistan has been saying we don't support terrorists, we have nothing to do with terrorism, nothing. Now Siraj Haqqani's passport is Pakistani issued. Now, incidentally, they have realized after so many years that there's a gentleman called Siraj Haqqani. Now he has a passport. Now Pakistan is issued by the passport. As if I went to a grocery store and bought a Parle-G biscuit. How can the Parle-G company know I bought a Parle-G biscuit? Now imagine if you're making a passport in the name of Siraj Haqqani and putting his picture. Do you want to tell us that the Pakistani government, Imran Khan Niazi, and the Pakistani Foreign Ministry and so-called ISI and so-called military intelligence and all, and Pakistani army doesn't know? They exactly knew. This is a proof how Pakistani leaders are terrorists, how Pakistani citizens are international terrorists. And this Haqqani is the interior minister in the present government of Afghanistan. After they had a tiff with Afghanistan, suddenly somebody woke up and said, Haqqani ka na, this passport is Pakistani. Let's cancel the passport. And they have suspended 2 clerks. They have done a great action. At least 2 clerks have been suspended for issuing this passport. This is the state of Pakistan. Now, the question I want to ask, should Pakistan be put in FATF blacklist or not? If Haqqani has a Pakistani passport and everybody knows who's Haqqani, everybody knows the Haqqani network, everybody knows his Haqqani's father, everybody knows how many Americans has he killed, everybody knows how many international people have they killed. Now, if Pakistan has been giving him passport, it is not a clerical error. And the clerks have told that somebody from the intelligence approaches and assured us this passport. Obviously, they will need somebody to sign the file. So whoever signed this file isn't Pakistan direct supporter and perpetrator of terror. Does world need a better evidence? Does United States of America, does United Nations, does everybody need a better evidence than this? And remember everything, beyond every geopolitical development, right? And this ISPR, Sachin ji keh rahe hain hamare, DG ISPR, and this Nadeem Anjum, I don't know, is he abhi kitni pitai hui hai uski? Last time he was hit by some guys. So Nadeem Anjum, DG ISPR, and incidentally, sir, These chamchas of ISPR will not cover this video. They will not talk about this passport being issued because ISPR has not given the approval for this. This is the state of affairs in Pakistan. What proof does the world need more than that? By cancelling a passport after 10 years, does it relieve you of the crime? Does it mean that you are not involved in the crime? Does it mean that, okay, you're refined, you don't know anything? And who wants to believe this shit? It's a clerical error. It is Haqqani who has given the passport. It is not some XYZ. It's not like buying a Parle-G biscuit from a nearest shop, Kiryana Dukan. So this is how Pakistan is issuing. Afghanistan has said there are lakhs of Afghans who have got Pakistani passport. Saudis have said there are around 12,000 cases which they know wherein they have caught people with Pakistani passports trying to seek employment. And with Pakistani passports, all the terrorists and jihadis might have infiltrated every country of the world. So if you have a Pakistani around you, welcome to the party. It might be a cousin brother of Haqqani who has a Pakistani passport and he's telling you, I have XYZ, sir, I'm a plumber, I'm a driver, I'm whatever. But at the right point of time when these networks can be activated, the hell will break loose. The problem is there is a concerted effort by Pakistan to infiltrate terrorists using its public identity valid by the international governments and all, that is a Pakistani passport, and send them across the whole world. If this is what is happening, you can see where, how long, and how deep is Pakistan involved in perpetrating international terror, not only to India, but across the whole world. Now look around the Pakistanis around you. If Haqqani can get a Pakistani passport and can be at the right point of time, a clerical error will be discovered, then people around you, do you know who they are? Do you even know if he says, my name is Salim, is he Salim or is he Salman? You don't even know. So that puts a fundamental question mark on the credibility of the Pakistani government and their actions where they are hand in glove with the terrorists. Now, with all these developments happening, with sleeper cells becoming evident, we have an event on January. I have seen already the oil prices have started fluctuating, commodity prices, stock markets. So what are they trying? And let me tell you another thing. I don't want to scare you, huh? Sir, problem or bhi hai. Now on 25th December, you have Christmas approaching. And IDF has warned that around 25th December, these jihadis these sleeper cells might be activated. So people will travel, people will be in resorts, people will be holidaying, partying, whatever. That's Christmas, right? So what are they planning? What is their next plan? We don't know. But there is a very, very clear warning from IDF and Mossad on this, which is public now. And I told you something is brewing in the sea, something is happening in the South China Sea. That is also public. So we have to see how do the markets and how do you all react. So we have to be very careful with traveling, with your investments and all. But my problem is that in India, we are still taking a lot of action. I talked about NIA raids. I talked about the crackdown because there was a nexus building between some politicians. And remember the politicians who were giving legal assistance to ISIS accused people. Who was that? AIMIM. कि भाई ये मुसलमान हैं, आप इनको फंसा रहे, हम इनको legal assistance देंगे. AIMIM was giving legal assistance to people who had gone to ISIS and who were seen to be cooperating with ISIS or acting on their behalf. So political patronage, then you have a cocktail wherein local gangsters get along, then you have drug dealers, then you have these jihadis and terrorists. And the cherry on the cake is the Chinese money. Do not forget Chinese money. Who is funding? Who is paying the bill? The bill is being paid by China. And you have people like Erdogan who already want that if you kill Ismail Haniyeh and Khalid Mashal in Qatar, Turkey is going to eliminate Israel. Sir, undercurrents are getting stronger and stronger. We don't know how it is going to happen. We also have events, Christians also have events, a lot of things which are going to happen. I hope and pray everything goes well. And there are a lot of things we cannot talk on the public broadcast, but as and when they get confirmed more and more, we'll be talking more and more. So the moot point here is there is a reason of concern, there's a reason of anxiety, there's a reason to be worried about, but there is no reason to panic yet. You have to be careful. So be a little bit careful, watch out things here and there. And as always I say, please do not tell me you have a Pakistani friend. Please do not tell me you have an Irani friend. Even today, what we are highlighting through PGurus, you don't even know the name on the passport is real or no. We don't know the mission is to do a job of a plumber By the way, these plumbers are very fancy. They carry AK-47s nowadays. So these plumber or the job is something else.
Drain clog.
AK carrying plumbers. AK carrying plumbers. There's also a video one which I saw today. IDF went into a school, in Gaza. There was a big teddy bear. He said, teddy bear, good, 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 good. They just did a metal detector swag. It started choo, choo, choo. They cut it off. What was there inside? It was that big sniper rifle. There was a big sniper rifle hidden inside a teddy bear, which is a kindergarten school in Gaza. Gaza mein jinaja. So, अब आप देखिए, you now see how these jihadis are in underwears and parading. These were the people who are going to do a Ghazwa Israel. I always tell them, look, you are only good at showing your power on innocent women, kids, elderly women, and people on wheelchairs. But when you come to see a real soldier, you shit in your pants and march in your chadis. That is what your reality is. Kachhe wale jihadi, wo ho tum. So I rest my case, sir.
Thank you so much, Sumitji. And viewers, we have a lot of information here. Most importantly, tomorrow at 10 a.m. on Hindi broadcast, we have some first time, I think, revelations about what happened to some of the high-ranked officers in China in the CCP who went missing. It's a Stalinistic action of Uncle Z. The man who, they say, right, those who live by the sword, you can finish the thing. She is taking a very, very dangerous path now. I don't know what's going to happen, but do tune in tomorrow. We'll give you all the updates. Now let's take a few questions, please. Magnet Rangaji पूछ रहे हैं, नमस्कार जी, in a SWOT analysis, that is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats, for elections 2024 for BJP, what are the possible weaknesses and threats? How is BJP preparing to overcome them?
Ranga sir, politically, there is a full-time BJP machinery which is working on it. That's not a problem. I am fearing something around Ram Mandir. I am fearing something might happen geopolitical. There are only two threat angles which are still open. Something in and around Ram Mandir time frame and something geopolitically might happen. These are the only two things which can go wrong. Politically, they can manage the show. Politically, that's not a problem. But geopolitics and this terrorism and all angle, though, there's a lot of crackdown NIA is doing, and the state polices are, kind of cooperating with them and all. There's a lot of work these guys are doing. Thank God we have NIA. If you don't have NIA and UAPA today, what will happen? And some people have went to the court. They're saying that this NIA is illegal. We need a Patriot Act. I've been always saying that India needs a Patriot Act. NIA is doing a fantastic job, but the scope of trouble is much beyond NIA. We need a Patriot Act and we need it very, very ASAP. Ji.
Next one, please. Ratna Muralidharan wants to know, Modi ji also used us and dumped us. Why, Sumit ji? What is the context? I don't understand. Ratna ji, kis par bol rahe hain? Sorry, a little bit more specific, Ratna ji. Next question, Hrithik Sharma. We heard Kapil Sibal's statement in Supreme Court, why Congress self-goals itself. Right now, Kapil Sibal is in RJD. He's not in Congress anymore. I mean, I don't know when he made the statement. I just wanted to clarify that. Is Congress the B team of BJP? More than performance of BJP, actions of Congress pushes me to vote for BJP.
Sharma ji, the reason is that there is an inherent hatred for Congress vis-a-vis Hindus. That is what even Acharya Pramod Krishnan has to say. Unfortunately, because of Sonia ji's origin and all, they may not see Indians at par. There is that imperialistic Western arrogance. We are superior. What McCarthy wanted us to believe. McCarthy, in his whole education system, wanted us to believe whatever is Indian, Desi and all is all cheap and Alice. Alice means low standard. And whatever is from the West is of high standards, and this is what we should adhere to. That is what McCarthy taught us. That is how the education system was built. Now, this inherent hatred for Hindus, which is unfortunate but true, is what is causing Congress to do blunder after blunder after blunder. It is not, they are not logical. What you are thinking, Sharmaji, are logical political decisions. No, they are not logical political decisions. This is, I don't like you. It's as simple as that. Right?
Next one, please. Venkatraman Iyer wants to know, Raga's trip to Southeast Asia is apparently cancelled. Has Soros stopped funding Congress due to the recent electoral losses? Your comments, please.
Congress has a lot of money, sir. They don't depend for Soros for money. It might be the other way around. So I don't know. But, if the trip has been delayed, there have to be some reasons and around that. And let's wait and watch, because even that trip getting delayed, I'm trying to join the dots and find why the trip has got delayed. Why usually Mr. Gandhi will not delay a trip? Why has he done it? Or maybe he's planning to go around Christmas. So let's wait and see. But this warning from IDF vis-a-vis Christmas and this January 24th, 22nd, which is coming, makes me a bit worried. Makes me honestly a bit worried. And the developments in the South China Sea, which are happening as we talk, something is not going right. And this, Iranians coming and openly threatening the whole world through United Nations and US, it's not sane diplomacy, Sri sir. This is that insane diplomacy what we are seeing happening. There's no sane diplomacy around this.
Next one, please. Vaman Karkera wants to know, UT Khadar is made the Speaker of Karnataka Legislative Assembly by Congress. The trend will continue wherever Congress is voted to power. It is appeasement policy. But this is an MIM candidate. This is an MIM party person, not Congress party person. Congress is free to appoint whoever they want as Speaker. There's no problem with that. Boliye, Sumit ji.
Bilkul, sir. Here they don't even have an alliance. There are no compulsion. They have the absolute majority. They could have just put anybody. Why Akbaruddin Owaisi? That is the question. Why such a controversial person? And we recently has even questioned about the birthplace of Bhagwan Shri Ram. Why out of the whole lot this person? Or is it that to tell you this is what we'll do when we'll come to power? Now let people of Telangana, our brothers and sisters, decide, is this what they voted Congress for? Or let Karnataka people decide, is this what they voted Congress for? Ultimately, you get what you choose. It's as simple as that.
Hriday Sharma wants to know, in spite of credible proof of Pakistani footprints in terrorism across the world, why don't FATF blacklist Pakistan? See, it's Turkey is a member in that. There are other countries who will do whatever it takes to block all these actions. Over to you, Sumit.
I'll answer this. Sharmaji, there are, for anybody to go in the blacklist, if you have 3 people who don't vote against, who don't support it, it will not go. So you have China, which will do it. You have Malaysia, you will have Turkey, what Sri sir rightly said. When you have these 3 on your side, you will not go into the blacklist technically. As far as the grey list is concerned, look, with Americans, 13 countries exactly vote as a bloc where the America votes. So if America wants, you can get Pakistan tomorrow into grey list. If America wants, you can get Pakistan out of the grey list. It is not a court of justice. FATF and all is just a lever. You pull levers here and there. But our point, why did we bring up this issue? We want to make you aware. Look, even the Pakistani passports are given to nefarious people under nefarious identities to get them to do a mission anywhere in the world. So if you have a Pakistani around you and he says, my name is Abdul Salim Samad, he might be something entirely different. That is what we want our brothers of diaspora especially to be very, very careful about. That is why we are bringing you this. FATF, no FATF, it doesn't matter. Anyway, there are a lot of unknowns getting known in Pakistan. So, this work in progress. You know what I mean? Unknowns getting known in Pakistan. Work in progress.
By the way, Seema Haider version 2.0 also is now in India, in Kolkata, for example.
Sir, ek aur hai. We'll also track that.
Yes. Akashpedia wants to know, a private bill, Waqf repeal bill was introduced in Rajya Sabha. Your views? Private bills, it doesn't have much of an impact, really. I mean, government has to work on it. And government, just like that, cannot repeal it, guys. I mean, there is a process for all this stuff. First thing is elections. You don't want to, hastily work on these things. Why is CAA getting delayed so much? Because there are all these different conditions that probably they want to make sure that they address all these things. My 2 cents. Over to you, Sumit.
I think Sri sir is right. Akaji, what happens is, law is like a ladder. You cannot take this. If I take this, somebody will go to Supreme Court and say, "Saab, ye to galat ho gaya." I have to change here, and here. So that even if I change the thing, you cannot go to a court of law and get it back. It's very simple. So if you repeal the Waqf board, So it won't serve, because there's a provision for that in the constitution. Somebody will go to the Supreme Court, and the Honorable Chief Justice of India, anybody will interpret it as per the constitution. So what if you have to do is, you have to bring, let's say you bring UCC, when you bring Uniform Civil Code and it becomes a part of the Gazette, then when it becomes a part of the Gazette, it becomes a law. When it becomes a law, under UCC, there is no need for a Waqf board, or there is no need for a Waqf Act or a Muslim Personal Law Board. So Waqf board and this Muslim Personal Law Board, they are not required. Yes, there are one or two provisions of the Waqf Act which need to be repealed, which the draconian provisions are there. I agree with that. But if you target as in isolation, even if you are going to get it now, another government will come, will get it installed. You have to eliminate it systematically in a logical process so that it doesn't come back. That is the thought process around it, sir. So a private member bill only signals the intent. And I think it is from the member is from the ruling party. So that means the intent is there. Karna hai. Oh, I'm got stuck. Yeah. I got stuck. Okay, I don't know what happens.
I think we are almost done now. We are almost done now. And that was the last question. Thank you so much, Sumitji. We'll figure it out. Stay on after we go offline, and we'll figure out what is wrong. Thank you so much, Sumitji. And viewers, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar. Jate jate, har har Mahadev, sir ji.
Bilkul, sir. To all my brothers and sisters, like, subscribe, and forward it on your social media channels. That is what we are seeking from you, your Ashirwad. And on departing note, we want to say Bharat Mata ki jai, Vande Mataram, and Har 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 Mahadev.